on the track, yeah.
Is this a completely apolitical
but he's,
movement,
you know, he's
sir?
very adamant. He
very
takes
adamant.
his own decision. He's very adamant. He takes his own decision.
He doesn't even
But,
listen to the Art of Living founder. He doesn't listen to you.
No, he does hear me. He does hear me, but he's very sweet in in his own way. But he does respect me quite a lot.
Shishi ji, is this a purely apolitical movement? There is a fear that this movement will be also used by political parties. Is this purely apolitical? Because it seems to be directed at the moment against Manmohan Singh and the UPA government.
See, as of now, it is totally a political movement. The cause stands supreme here.
As of now. So it could change tomorrow?
As of now.
No, are you saying that tomorrow this movement could be hijacked by a political group? That there are people who believe that anti-Manmohan Singh forces could take over?
I can't predict. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think it will go in that direction, no.
And your own role is purely apolitical. The reason I'm asking you is because a decade ago, I remember you were at the Dharam Sansad at the Kumbh Mela supporting the building of a Ram Mandir. That time people did raise questions about your political affiliation. Are you totally apolitical today?
Listen, I don't need to prove my credentials. I am apolitical and people know that. The country knows, the world knows. Just because I attended a Sant Samagam, yes, I don't become communal, because the sons were all there, all the sons, different sons were there. They came and invited me, and it's a social thing to go and be with them and just met with them. That doesn't mean I agree with whatever VHP says or someone else says or anybody who says which is not reasonable.
Shishiji,
I always go with my own reason and I have my own identity. And I allow people to have their own prejudice and their own, it's up to them, you know, not everybody is free from prejudice. So people have a lot of different type of prejudice.
Shishiji, you know, you've always advocated
somebody said they won't want,
yes, go ahead.
Somebody said they don't want to be part of IAC because I am involved in that. This is, you know, this is purely prejudice.
Right.
And people with such prejudice against anyone cannot be in the National Advisory Council, which says you have to take along people of all different types and nature along with you.
Are you referring to Aruna Roy or anyone specific in the National Advisory Council who refused to join India against corruption?
You know whom I say.
So you're saying members of the National Advisory Council refused to join India against corruption because of your involvement there. That includes people like Aruna Roy.
That's what that's what I read in the media. Yes.
Sir, tell me one thing. You've always, through Art of Living, advocated people coming together. Are you worried that this how do you respond to those who say this movement is anarchic? It will bring down people's faith in politicians, in parliamentary democracy. You can't have a democracy without politicians. You need better politicians. You can't have a situation where you have no politicians. And this movement is now becoming so anti-politician. But this movement is becoming so anti-politician, it's almost as if India doesn't want to have anything to do with its political class. Doesn't that worry you?
Rajdeep, that's correct. What you say is correct. I worry about it. Not all politicians are corrupt. Not everybody is a thug and rogue. No, we should not generalize, and it will be dangerous for us to do that. There are good people in every party. Now my call is, let good people in every party stand up and isolate all those who are corrupt, come together and care for the nation. See, what has happened is, first our priority should be the country, then the party, third should be oneself. Now the priority has reversed. First myself and then something left to my party, and then country doesn't even appear.
Right.
This attitude has to change. This basic attitude should change, and that is where this movement has picked up such a momentum.
Right.
First country, then you can identify with your party, whatever you want to do, then yourself, you know. This priority is set right.
You know, Shishiji, today I saw in the papers a photograph of Monica Bedi, who was Abu Salem's girlfriend, the gangster's girlfriend, wearing an I am Anna cap and walking on the streets of Bombay or Mumbai. Aren't you worried that all kinds of forces are now joining this movement, that all this will reduce the credibility of India against corruption? Am I to understand that everyone involved with India against corruption does not pay bribes, is transparent about their funding. Am I to understand that this movement is totally pure, or are we being too self-righteous?
Rajdeep, a movement of this magnitude will definitely attract all type of elements, as I said. And we can't say that everybody will be correct or is correct.
Yes.
But the cause is common, so we welcome everyone. If you are fighting for this cause, whatever is your background, whatever your political affiliation, religious beliefs or your ideologies, apart from that, but you are standing for a corruption-free India, then join. That's the slogan.
But will corruption end?
Very well.
Will corruption end? It's a very nice slogan. It's a very nice slogan, sir. But will corruption end with one Lokpal bill? Will people's attitude change? Will people stop paying bribes? Some worry that this Lokpal will create an even bigger bureaucracy, which will only fleece the system more. You actually need to reduce government, and now we are increasing the role of government.
No, I understand that point of view also. To some extent I agree to that point of view. See, Lokpal bill is only a medicine, is a first aid thing. When corruption has already happened, then Lokpal comes into play. But to prevent corruption, you need a moral and ethical, a spiritual wave to rise in the country. Right. A dedication towards the nation to rise in the country. Lokpal bill is not answer for all. It's not for answer for all ills. The ills of the society exist because there is no sense of belongingness. You see, nobody is corrupt within the boundary of belongingness. Corruption begins where belongingness ends. That sense of belongingness, जिसको हम कहते हैं आत्मीयता, a sense of belongingness.
But Shri ji, I'm sorry, Shri ji, but you know, we are a deeply spiritual society which is also materialistic. The materialism does result in corruption. I mean, it's one thing to advocate spirituality, but as long as you remain deeply materialistic, how will you end corruption? One of the geniuses of Anna Hazare is he's a fakir. He lives his life very simply. Now, many others, some would say yourself included, don't lead as simple a life as Anna Hazare does.
Listen, Rajiv.
Yes.
Anna Hazare's work area was limited to Maharashtra.
Yes.
Today it has taken the proportion of India. But I am working in 151 countries, you should remember that.
Sure, but the simple life.
We are doing...
So the simple life,
listen,
what attracts me to Anna Hazare is the simplicity of his life.
Listen, Rajdeep, I don't have a car, I don't own a plane, I wear simple clothes, I have simple food. Of course, my ashram has many more rooms where 3, 4, 5,000 people can come and stay, and they all, everybody can have food. What do you mean by simple lifestyle?
So you live a silver,
gold.
You know, this is not about you, but the silver jubilee of art of living is in Berlin. I don't think Anna Hazare has ever gone to Berlin. He has worked in the villages of India day in and day out. His credibility, is much greater than everyone around him. That's why people are attracted to him. He's the hero.
Yeah, of course. Nobody says he's not the hero. That doesn't mean poverty makes someone a hero.
Sure.
Don't think it's not the poverty, it's the intention. Right. If we had a big program in Berlin, it is the people of Europe who organized it.
Right.
Whatever the people of Europe joined together and organized, you see, I am a citizen of the world, I would say in one sense, I belong to everybody, people of every nation, because I contribute to their lives, and we are bringing whatever we have in this country to whatever needed there. So why should people in Berlin not organize a program for themselves? And why should I not go and participate?
But what's the message of Anna Hazare?
These are all illogical.
No, isn't the message, sir, of Anna Hazare simple living, high thinking? Isn't the message of Anna Hazare live a very simple life?
Listen.
Yes.
When India was so spiritual, it had 33% of world's GDP.
That's right.
India was not a poor country when it was very spiritual.
Sure.
You mean to say poverty is spirituality? You are totally mistaken. It's wrong. Then only slums will be spiritual and not the middle upper class people doesn't need to be not spiritual.
Point taken, sir.
See, spirituality is everywhere. This country was so spiritual and it was the most wealthiest of the nations in the world at a point of time.
Sure.
So we should not think mistake these two things, wear dirty clothes or live in a poverty-stricken place, that is the way of Tyag? No. See, whatever we generate, I put 99% of it for all on social cause.
Point taken, sir.
And we
I
do
think you make
so
a good
many
point.
social projects.
I think you make a good point that you can materialism and spiritualism coexist. Let me come back to my final point to you, sir. At the end of today, will the Art of Living founder be smiling and come back on the channel to say, Anna Hazare has broken his fast, this agitation has succeeded? Are you hopeful that that all-party meeting today and Anna Hazare will get a written assurance? Can we expect Anna and his team by the end of today to show some flexibility and perhaps end this fast?
So you have said everything in one breath.
But will it happen? Will it happen tonight?
I do hope. I'm all hopeful about it. I'm very positive about it.
You're very positive that by the end of today it will happen. Thank you so much, Shri ji, for joining us there. So, Shri Ravi Shankar expressing hope that a compromise will be reached, that Anna will break his fast. But at the moment, all depends on that all-party meeting that's taking place at the Prime Minister's residence. Spirituality and materialism can coexist, says the Art of Living founder.